Samantala, kabilang naman sa mga tatalakayin sa ASEAN Summit ang pagbuo ng binding code of conduct sa maritime security, disaster response at paglaban sa terorismo. Ang ulat mula kay Rocky Ignacio.
Nakasentro sa pagpapabuti ng relasyon sa regional issues pati na ang pagiging susunod na chairman ng Pilipinas sa 2017 ASEAN Summit ang pagdalo ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sa 28th at 29th ASEAN at related summit sa Vientiane, Laos sa susunod na linggo. Kasama na dito ang pagrespeto sa rule of law, pagbuo ng binding code of conduct sa maritime security, disaster response at pagbaka sa terorismo.
Then our goals and objectives for this summit will be again, to accept the chairmanship and strengthen the relations with the other ASEAN member states and dialogue partners, and to reiterate the support for the implementation of the ASEAN Community Vision 2025. You've heard this many times, the mantra for a rules-based, people-centered, people-oriented ASEAN, and to promote our Philippine key priorities or messages for that summit, which would include a drug-free ASEAN, respect for the rule of law, our aspiration for a legally binding code of conduct, emergency response and disaster management, protection of migrant workers, combating trafficking in persons, peace and reconciliation efforts, and combating terrorism.
Ito ang unang international engagement ni Pangulong Duterte kaya titiyakin itong maisulong ang interes ng Pilipinas. Naisaan niya ng Pangulo na maging kultura ng mga Pilipino ang urgency na mabigyan daan ang tunay na pagbabago ng bansa.
But I think when he goes to this summit, it's very clear in his mind what he wants. He wants to make the international community aware that he's very sincere to evolve genuine change in the country. And he wants them to understand where he's coming from as far as, for instance, this issue on the illicit drugs are concerned. And he is going there also to sort of obtain their support for our chairmanship. You asked me about my personal sense of President Duterte. I think he wants all of us to serve with urgency because he really wants change.
Siyam na bilateral meeting ng Pangulo ang inaasikaso ng Pilipinas. Ang ilan na hindi na nabigyan ng pagkakataon katulad ng posibleng pulong kay United Nations Chief Ban Ki-moon dahil sa hectic schedule ng magkabilang panig.
Yes, kasama sila sa mga iba pang bansang nag-request, and so naghahanap ng schedule, and I think that the President has a very tight schedule, and there are very clear priorities where
pero hindi pa confirm na mamimit ng Pangulo. Depende pa dun sa availability na schedule ng Pangulo.
Preliminarily, parang malabong mamit ni Pangulo si UN Secretary General bilaterally.
Hindi ilalatag ng Pangulo ang usapin sa West Philippine Sea dahil kailangan ng pag-uusap muna ng Pilipinas sa China. Handa na rin ang Pangulo sakali magkausap sila ni US President Barack Obama at ipaintindi ang kasalukuyang sitwasyon ng bansa, partikular sa laban kontra illegal na droga.
I think the President is prepared. That's why his first statement is to ask President Obama to listen to him so he can discuss and explain to him the problem that we face as far as the drug problem is concerned. So I think he's prepared for it.
Bago sa Laos, nakatakdang bumisita ang Pangulo sa Brunei para sa isang working visit.
Well, I can only look at it from the order of precedence as well. The Sultan is the most senior right now in the hierarchy of ASEAN. And you know, when we talk about ASEAN protocol, no? Plus, yung availability rin ng iba.
Bibisita rin ng Pangulo sa Jakarta, Indonesia, kung saan sisilipin rin ng Pangulo ang sitwasyon ni Mary Jane Veloso na nasa death row dahil sa kasong illegal na droga.
Well, if again, I cannot second guess what the President will say, but if I am to be guided by what I read in the newspapers as well, I think in his mind and foremost is what he could do for Mary Jane Veloso.
Para sa PTV News, Rocky Ignacio.
Ako po si Cathy San Gabriel. Subscribe na sa PTV YouTube channel. I-click lang po ang subscribe button.